Hello! When you want to convince customers or internal C-level managers, you need to give them a brief and straight to the point presentation. The best way to place convincing messages or deliver substantive facts more consciously, as consultants are required to do, is to use the pyramid structure. I warmly welcome you to my introduction to the convincing way of presentation from the SLOC method box for managers and those in responsible positions. I'm going to explain the 3 essential steps to creating a suitable presentation. First of all, the preparation. Clarify the goals and your target group of the presentation for yourself. The first goal is the content goal. What message do I want to get across? What content or message should my counterpart understand? But there's always an underlying second goal, which is a personal relationship goal. How do I want my counterpart to perceive me? What else do I want to achieve with this target group in the future? You should also analyze the target group. Who exactly is my counterpart? What profession, what function in the company, what decision-making authority does my counterpart have? Or how much time do they have? This is very important too. What do they need? And what interests do they have? So the second is the start, the beginning, is the SCA. When you know the purpose and the necessity of your presentation, then create your introduction. Your first sentences have to go straight to the point. Start with the answer. Grab the audience attention and deliver the overall message right at the beginning. Why so? Let me offer some background to this. One of the first female managers at McKinsey, more than 40 years ago, found out that the consultants were not effectively creating arguments which were substantiated with facts, and she found out that the arguments weren't ordered in a way that the most important arguments was put first. Because when you want to capture C-level's attention, you need to begin with the key point rather than building up to it with an overly detailed backstory. So Barbara Minto created that pyramid principle to help the people sharpen their arguments and create a better argumentation for internal and external clients. So when you are dealing with executives, it's essential to lay out your answer or hypothesis that you've already come up with. Therefore, this SCA formula could help you to formulate the introduction to your presentation. The S stands for situation. For example, you all know the situation X, Y, Z. For example, you all face the corona situation at work. And this leads to C, which is the conclusion. For example, working remotely is required. Then the answer or recommendation is, for example, use Zoom to get in contact with your team. This straight to the point key message will raise up a question by your target group. And you need to predict this question, which will come up from your SCA introduction. For example, in this case, if the target group or person is a manager of a production company, they may ask, how do we use Zoom? And the solution you provide should be outlined in the rest of your presentation. So now it comes to structure. You might ask, how should I structure my presentation? You should use at most 3 arguments in total to support your main message. In the example, it would be the explanation of the software. For example, first download the software, second do this, and third be aware of doing this and that. But make sure that you only use one argument per slide. Then there is a second layer, that is the data, which underlines the arguments. You could present it at first only the 3 main arguments, or if the audience asks to offer the evidence immediately, you present it as you can see here on the second picture. And then it comes to the end. I hope you find this formula effective when creating and presenting presentations in your firm in the future. So for me personally, I've been using this formula for at least 15 years, and it helps me to write more effective emails, more straight to the point, because with the subject in the headline and the main message following by the following paragraphs in the arguments. So enjoy!